Okay, we got a 5L40 that the complaint is slipping and flaring 2.3 and 3.4. There's an O-ring on the front for your lockup. Go ahead and take that off. $13mm on the bell housing. $13mm on the tail housing. That should go ahead and come off. I have a bearing on the back. Make sure it's in good shape. Make sure this bearing is in good shape. Make sure we didn't eat up right here. That's all going to come out the front. There is a clip right here. Kind of pry out on it in this direction and then back towards you. You tap on that just a little bit and get it started back in there. $10mm on the pan. See what our pan looks like. Yeah, a little bit of stuff. Pull our filter off. You can leave your wiring harness hooked up to your valve body. I just undo my speed sensors. These wiring harnesses are real bad about being brittle. Take off my detent. Bend out on the tab for your neutral switch and then slide it off once it's up far enough. Alright, E8. Our valve body will come off. Oh, I'm still missing one. Okay, one thing you do need to check before you go too far, or not before you go too far, but one thing you do want to check is this wrong solenoid. You want to check this solenoid right here. And even if it's not broke, I do think that I would change it. These are super bad about breaking the end off. Right here, this will be gone. If it is gone, you're going to need to find it. It's somewhere in your valve body. Another thing you're going to want to check on these is your accumulator springs here. .30 torques on these bolts. I'm going to check your accumulators for cracks, which is not as common as the springs breaking. Alright. I was really expecting to find some broken springs. Go ahead and pull your seals out. In order to get your neutral switch out, there's a roll pin there. You drive that out, pull your shaft out, then that'll all come out. .40 torques on the pump. Maybe 45. Yeah, 45. I'm going to take this impact apart. It's starting to act funky. Does not want to produce much power, so got to find out what's going on with it. Got about half the power it used to have. Uh, 30 torques on these others. I don't know if I said that. Washer here, bearing here, make sure it's in good shape. You want to check your surface right here, make sure it's not all eat up. We can wet stone this and get these marks out of here. That's nothing at all. And check your rotor, make sure where the torque converter goes in. It's not all eat up. Had to eat these lugs up. Usually these are in pretty good shape. Make sure that your slide is in good shape and not. It's got a kind of a like the bluing on a gun, the dark blue color on there. If you start seeing silver through there, you're going to want to replace this. Check your surface right there. Make sure everything's okay. You want to be careful with these and don't bend these. On these, I would recommend that you keep everything laid out unless you're used to doing them. Got one-sided clutches, they are burnt. I would keep this all laid out the way it goes because you don't want to screw up how this goes together. Yeah, I'm gonna get get off of there. Make sure your cushion plates aren't broken. These are burnt also. Just more of a glaze than burnt. Alright, we probably want to air check this drum before we take it apart, since they crack. The drum should be okay. We got 2 sets of clutches in here also. These are in fairly good shape. And all this stuff is going to be one-sided. And this can come out as assembly, kind of tip it up like that. And our clutches are in here. These are glazed. Make sure our cushion plate's okay. Looks okay. Snap ring here, and these have rubber molded pistons, so you're going to want to replace the pistons, and one of them is a pure son of a bitch to do, even with the tools to do it. So and it's on the center support, but I would recommend that you replace them. The one on the center support, you can put in the tool, put it in the freezer overnight, put your center support in the freezer, and usually take it out immediately. Don't give it time to thaw out. Just drop the piston in it and then just let it thaw out. Anyway, there's a snap ring, return spring, 2 pistons in there. You have a snap ring, a retainer, bevel plate, and a piston. You have a sprag here turning clockwise, locking counterclockwise, a washer, and a bearing in here, and it has a snap ring holding it in. It's been quite a while since I've seen a 5L40. You have a race, washer, a race, sprag, and another, I guess you'd call it retainer. Lube dam. Another hub. Another hub with a washer. Another sprag, turning clockwise, locking counterclockwise. I would just leave it on here. There's a bearing right here. Alright, got a snap ring. Opening is at the 7 o'clock position. You're going to want to make sure and put that back there. Otherwise your valve body is going to push it off. Okay, by far the hardest part about doing this is this stupid snap ring right here. I had to get in there, push it out enough that I could get the tips of my snap ring pliers on here, and I'm telling you, this thing is stout. I Okay, try to go evenly on your support. And you got 2 sets of clutches in here. Pretty dark. There's a little lip on that pressure plate. You're going to have to get past it. We got a snap ring back here and our return spring and our piston. We got snap ring in here, bevel plate, and a piston. Let's see. I think it's this piston on this side that's the hardest one. They look identical. They are not. Sprag turning counterclockwise, locking clockwise. Make sure your bearing's okay here. Just leave it on there. Got a bearing here. Pull our output shaft out. There's a shim here, bearing here. Make sure that your teeth are okay. Case is empty now. Pull our planet off. 2 more sets of clutches here. Fairly dark. Usually the clutches are all really dark. Make sure our cushion plate's okay. You got a snap ring, bevel plate, piston. On this side we got 2 sets of clutches. A little burnt. Bevel or cushion plate's okay. There is a washer on this return spring, snap ring, return spring, piston. Alright, everything looks okay there. You got a snap ring, bevel spring, piston. Doesn't look like anything's cracked. Make sure everything's okay on our planet. Bearing, another sprag, turning counterclockwise, locking clockwise. Make sure where your clutches go, everything's looking good. And your pinions on your planet are looking okay. In order to get this planet apart, you're going to have to take this snap ring off and take all this stuff off. Check your pinions on that. Looks like we're probably going to, these always have an AFL valve that's always worn out in the valve body. Either ream it out and put the oversized valve in it, or get you a valve body for it. So I got the reamer kit, so we'll be putting the valve in there. The lockup solenoid, LS kit with pistons, filter, torque converter, bushing kit. I think that's probably about it for this one. We'll catch you on the rebuild.